all-encompassing, a very good just option to throw out. And then the forward air that's really fast, sends into tech chase situations, combo strings. And, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how this works. This is a little bit more of a, I'd say a classic because, you know, we have seen T versus the Wolf from Week a while ago. But right now, we're starting this thing off here on Town and City, which it's going to be between our two favorite top tiers, Wolf and Pac-Man.
Yeah, here we go. Long stage like Town and City 2. Low horizontal blast zones, but insanely high vertical ones to make up for that at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how low those horizontal blast zones are, though. If you're going to eat like a semi-charged Wolf down smash by the ledge. Laird, we got ourselves a 0 to death to start this set off.
We do, and we will not be seeing one to recompense here from MoDzai, but a lot of percentage on the board because of that Galactica. Here's the thing, though. Wolf is very good at accruing the early damage because these forward airs, these uppers. Look at that! Forward air, upper, down air!
The reset, man. Beautiful combo. Oryon.
Yeah, and if MoDzai wasn't so good at, you know, getting out of that situation, we could have been seeing a lot more there. And this is Oryon with the Bell as well, but doesn't get rid of it really quickly. It'll be reflecting the Hydra, too.
Dude, this person's fucking.
Yeah, then again, this inky up smash coming out. Take that stock here for MoDzai, who's at the ledge right now at 87%, so not a horribly low percent, but still you might survive one or two more hits before you're at kill percent.
Oh my god, the coverage too. The way he threw the Galaga ship above to ensure that Oryon couldn't jump out of that. If he still had his double jump on top of that, either forcing him to the ledge or forcing him to hold in into another Pac-Man forward air. That was a beautiful coverage situation by MoDzai to essentially even this game up.
Yeah, I mean, it did a very good job of switching the momentum back as well. Despite getting 0 to death initially here, and also being down, I feel like MoDzai's got a lot in the tank here.
No, he does for sure. MoDzai out here. Still with the Bell actually catching it off of the edge, not even with the shield. Yo, we got ourselves a certified Smash 4 moment. Let's admire the hell out of that neutral layer. Beautiful stuff between these two players. Like, I got the Bell. I'm not holding this. Giving Pac-Man a taste of their own medicine, standing in shield with the Bell.
How do you like
love
it?
to see it.
No, I love that too. I like that they just like they wiggle the shields around like, oh, that's a certified hood classic there. Nice air dodge to avoid. Oh, and they turned around the up B, so it might have killed, but no, just barely gonna be surviving that one. If there was like 1% more of MoDzai, they might have died. Hell, even if there was a bit more rage on Oryon, they might have been having that as well.
Gonna eat the laser, forced to go back up to the platform that time around as well, continuing the edge guard onslaught. Yeah, I agree. Turning the uppy around to try to get that gift was
What are you doing?
Going off stage. No. I disagree with your life choice on right there because that was absolutely terrifying. Hydra is back out again. Percentage differential still heavily in the favor of Oryon right now with the Hydra out on deck. Just gonna run in with that neutral air. Now we're seeing the aggression from Wolf come out. Surprised he didn't decide to like throw down or Z-drop that melon right there to try to get some ledge coverage. I don't think it's gonna matter. Yep.
Yeah, it looked like they could have survived that a little bit, but no, it is me taking that stock. Man, Oryon.
He DI'd it.
I think he did.
Oh, okay, that didn't.
Yeah, I think
it didn't matter.
Up and in was the way they went to survive that. That's probably why it was so close. But
yeah,
no, Oryon shoots the thrill, man. This dude, he's a gunner. I love watching this guy play. Might be the sickest Wolf I've seen in a long time because I see a lot of Wolves. No offense to Jackal because Jackal's obviously wicked talented as well as Charlie the King. They rely a lot on game knowledge and character-specific setups and whatnot. And they play to kind of get advantage eventually, but not necessarily force it. Oryon plays so aggressively that they kind of force bad situations from their opponent, and that's how they're able to get the majority of their combos going.
Oh yeah, Jackal will play aggressively to adapt to his opponent if he has to. Most of the time, he's just really just pure fundamentals, like to feel it out and just do what he has to do, and like will throw off some pot shots if he has to. Especially against a character like Pac-Man and like the Sinji Classic that we were talking about before. Oryon, on the other hand, I'm gonna hit you with every hitbox in the book that I feel like, man. That 0 to death at the start of that first game was emblematic of that for sure.
It's kind of like that one meme from a while ago where it's Mewtwo King playing against Mango. It's like hand-drawn, and Mewtwo King's got like a million things going on in his head, and Mango just has Falcon Punch. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now, because Pac-Man, obviously the biggest brain character in the game. I don't think that's up for debate, because this character just has so many options, and they need a good amount of IQ in order to pull off. But meanwhile, on the other hand, Oryon plays the character incredibly well, but Wolf just has such good options in general that, you know, you just kind of need to force openings. You don't really need to think too hard about it.
Yeah, pretty much narrowed through, like, you know, Pac-Man's shield and with the bell right there, able to get that easily. Knew the spot dodge was coming with Oryon, but, like, he wasn't able to get the timing out for the grab. He just kind of hesitated a little bit, and then as a result, just kind of didn't do it. I guess just didn't want to eat a bit of punish or get launched off stage on his own.
Right, and right now we're starting to see MoDzai doing a good job of surviving this first stock. Very, very high percentage for a long time, and is able to get Oryon early. Oh, but yeah, I'm sorry, the reflector. Getting rid of that key, giving himself the key, getting rid of that. Yeah, pretty much unreactable because of how long it takes to throw out that key. So yeah, MoDzai, who looked like they had a pretty definitive advantage a second ago, is now in a situation where they are on their stock first. But getting that grab is super nice. Not able to get the extra hit of the...
Oh, I love it. I love that. I love all of that. God, that was so beautiful, the way he was positioning himself underneath that Galaga Knight. The way he jumped above the platform with the landing there because he knew that the Galaga Knight, the ship was covering the other end of it.
Oh my god!
Forgive me for yelling, but that was one of the cleanest Pac-Man stocks I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, also we're just not going to talk about the weird hitbox shifting there by connecting with the ledge with your side B there from Oryon, but man, now we're starting to see an aggressive MoDzai. And whenever you see Pac-Man play aggressive, nothing is more entertaining.
Nothing is more scary because that's when you know a Pac-Man player is feeling themselves when they know they don't need to hide behind the hydrant.
Yeah, they got a really good ladder combo a second ago too, like using up tilt on the platform into up air, which is something I really haven't seen too many Pac-Mans do until very recently. But there's a back throw going to be putting Oryon off stage, has to recover high, and is going to get hit by that downer, which is ridiculously powerful, very safe out of shield too. It's not going to kill just yet though, and that is going to be a regrab if they came back, but they were not able to do so. I think the hydrant actually caught the rising forward air from ledge, and Oryon didn't have an extra jump to make it back, and this is where the momentum shifted.
Absolutely. I need to see that stock again. I will see that again in a minute. Beautiful reflect right there to just get it back. You have a reflector against that character.
Here it
see,
is, dude.
The jump right there.
Ooh.
That's what I love. It's the double jump up air while the Galaga ship was at the bottom right there to just cover that option. It was so smart.
Oh.
Yeah, was he in hits? Was he in free
No.
fall?
He wasn't in free fall. He forward aired, and then he directional air dodge to try to make it back to ledge, but he just barely missed. And here's the Mario coming out from Oryon. This is a character he's only been pulling out very recently. And honestly, I don't mind it so much. You have a little bit more mobility and very, very good aerial combos. You just need to be a little bit careful about baiting out that hydrant, and you'll be in a good position here to win this one. I like the pick from Oryon.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, seeing an aggressive player like Oryon, an aggressive Wolf as much as that, I gotta be honest, and especially in this matchup, I'm actually not surprised to see they have a Mario secondary coming out here. Mario is the kind of character that, as you can see, can of course be played very aggressively as we start with this easy 50-63 damage string. And Mario, on top of having the amazing hitboxes that he has some of this game's better airspeed for sure, as well as honestly being in a pretty decent weight class on top of that as well. So all of those elements combined with a reflector and with like a move like Flood that's a little transcendent and pushes you, I should say, without damage, that's all stuff that's just inherently good against a character like Pac-Man.
Right, and another thing too is you also have it to push away projectiles as well. Because Pac-Man's fruits kind of have item-like properties. Oh, and a nice jump read there to get the cross-up down B, or down air.
I can't even tell you the amount of like lower level Marios who after that kind of situation out of that up throw would have gone for the forward air because it seemed like it would have been perfect there. Not only did he not want to go for that risk of him air dodging, he knew a forward air wasn't going to do anything there because it wasn't going to spike him off the level. He instead decided to wait and do something else like a double jump up air, like a double jump down air read, which is just so smart, as well as the cape out of the hit stun. This Mario player isn't just going for combos, man. He's waiting in between the hits. He knows not to always go for the true stuff because he knows he can get a bigger punish off of that for sure. And he is playing the Pac-Man matchup right now to get that patented Mario aggression out here. Oryon swinging for the fences right now, Laird.
Oh man, and looking for an early cheese stock as well too. Now Oryon might be on their first stock, but then again, MoDzai is not out of it just yet. They did get that kill with the apple, but right now we know a thing or two about Mario. B, will it kill? It will not. Great DI from MoDzai.
Good DI, down and away. Down and away from the direction Mario's facing. That's how you want to get out of that. You'd be amazed how many people do not know how to DI that. Mario's up air strings are pretty much true no matter what. You just want to DI away from the platform so you can effectively shorten his combos and just like shorten your risk of chance of getting, you know, boofed off the top right there. And that is exactly what MoDzai did right there.
I love those apple combos. Every time I see one from Pac-Man, it's very good. And I like Oryon knowing that the cape is a perfect percentage damage to hit twice and then reflect, and also send behind too. So it gets rid of the hydrant. But man, you got to be careful about contesting that, especially when he's out. I see Bell too.
Yeah, I've seen bigger comebacks happen before, my friend. Like, MoDzai definitely down, but absolutely not out. If a Mario player gets impatient, his approach options can be a little bit linear. Mario, if he doesn't kill you with his up air strings, with an up air fair, or with a raw forward smash or something, the higher your percent is at against Mario, the more he has to rely on just a raw read to kill you. Like a run-in up smash, or just like spamming back air sometimes like that.
Hey!
And if
not
it
gonna kill this yet. Oh, that's dead.
Oh,
yeah,
that one. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, that was some good old textbook. Wow, I love to see it. Look
Oryon,
at that.
Name sync of the Oryon rankings, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, no, that's over. That's Oryon.
I cannot tell you how much I love that double jump. That
Me
double
too.
Jump
Also,
counter.
look
That
at
was
this.
So smart.
You want to talk about a momentum killer? Look no further. Got some Smash 4 cheese coming out there.
Oh yeah. You don't want to talk about how bad that matchup was in that game.
I shudder just thinking about it. There's that back air too to get them up high. Yep, and I feel like MoDzai expected the jump in back air in that instance, which is why they air dodge. Which I'm safe, but if they don't go for it, you're not safe. And yeah, well, hell of a play from Oryon. Really good character switch. I think they recognized that the Wolf probably wasn't going to cut it, and that MoDzai had definitely adapted and figured out the matchup in a big way. But still, man, that Mario.